Chosen one. The waiting season is not punishment, it's preparation. You have not been forgotten, you've been set apart. Heaven is not late, it's aligning. You may not see the movement, but the silence of God is never the absence of God. There is a rhythm to divine timing. Every promise has an appointed hour, and every purpose requires endurance. You've been asking, "When, Lord? How long must I wait?" But the truth is, the longer the wait, the greater the weight of glory that's coming with it. Look through the pages of time, and you'll see that every chosen one had a waiting season that almost broke them. But in that breaking, God built something indestructible. David waited 12 long years from the moment the oil touched his head to the moment the crown rested upon it. He was anointed as a boy, yet hunted as a criminal. The promise was real, but so was the wilderness. He spent years in caves, misunderstood, chased, and betrayed. There were nights when he cried out, "How long, O Lord?" But even when the crown seemed unreachable, David kept worshiping. Even in exile, his harp never went silent. The caves became his classroom. The rejection became his refining. Because God knew, a king must first learn to kneel before he can stand on the throne. Chosen one, you are in that same process. The anointing on your life is too heavy for where you are now. The weight is stretching you so that your character can hold the calling. Don't despise the caves. Don't curse the silence. That hidden season is your divine university. Abraham waited 25 years for one promise, a son, a generation, a legacy. God told him to look up at the stars and count them. But for years, all he could see was an empty tent and unfulfilled hope. There were moments when doubt whispered louder than faith. When he looked at his own body, old, frail, and tired, it didn't make sense. But God had already written a miracle into his timeline. At the appointed time, the promise spoke. Sarah laughed, not out of disbelief, but from the shock of grace. Chosen one, maybe your laughter has turned to silence because hope feels delayed. But listen, heaven doesn't forget what it promises. Divine delay is not divine denial. God's word never expires. When the Lord sets a time, no power in the seen or unseen realm can stop it. What he started in your life, he will finish in his time, not yours. You may be in your waiting years, but you're still in his plan. Every unanswered prayer is a setup for a testimony that will silence doubt. Joseph waited 13 years. From the dream to the throne, his path was full of betrayal, injustice, and abandonment. His brothers sold him. Potiphar's wife lied about him. The prison doors closed behind him, but even in chains, destiny was at work. Chosen one. Sometimes God lets people throw you into a pit so that you can learn how to rise from one. Sometimes he allows false accusations because truth doesn't need defending when heaven is your witness. Joseph served faithfully even when forgotten. He interpreted dreams for others while his own dream seemed dead. But the same hand that guided him into the prison guided him into Pharaoh's palace. When the time came, Joseph didn't have to chase opportunity. Opportunity came looking for him. That's what divine timing does. It doesn't need connections. It needs conviction. It doesn't need speed. It needs surrender. You may feel buried, but you're actually planted. The soil you're under is the same soil that will feed your growth. Noah waited 120 years for the fulfillment of a word that made no sense to the world. God told him rain was coming when rain had never existed. People mocked him. They called him mad, but he kept building. Hammer by hammer, plank by plank, in faith. Chosen one. Sometimes obedience will look foolish. Sometimes your faith will make you stand alone. But those who laughed at Noah were silenced by the storm he prepared for. Every swing of his hammer was a declaration. I believe you, God, even when I can't see you. Maybe your ark right now is your consistency, showing up every day, even when results seem invisible. Keep building. Your obedience will become your protection. The same rain that drowned others lifted Noah higher. The flood that destroyed them elevated him, so it will be for you. Chosen one. The waiting season is sacred. It's the womb of miracles, not the grave of lost dreams. Every tear, every delay, every closed door, it's all part of the choreography of heaven. David became king. Abraham became the father of nations. Joseph became a ruler. Noah became a survivor and a symbol of covenant. Each one waited. Each one wondered. Each one almost gave up. But none of them were forsaken. You are walking the same path of the faithful. Your waiting has purpose, and your endurance has meaning. Even now, angels are being positioned. Divine connections are aligning. The door will open, not because you forced it, but because you trusted God to unlock it. So don't give up. The night is long, but dawn is near. God's silence is not rejection, it's strategy. He's working behind the curtain while you're learning to trust without proof. Chosen one, you've been walking through seasons that felt endless. You've questioned whether heaven still remembers your name. The silence has stretched longer than you ever thought it would. But the delay isn't evidence of neglect. It's proof of design. Every waiting soul who trusted God eventually discovered that what he promised was worth the time it took to arrive. You see, waiting is not empty space. It's holy ground. It's where character is carved, where faith is refined, where dependence replaces pride. Look at David again. Before he wore the crown, he learned to protect sheep. Before he sat on a throne, he learned to kneel in secret fields under open skies. The strength that made him a king wasn't forged in comfort, but in caves. He discovered that the same God who anointed him was also the God who hid him. Chosen one. When you are hidden, it doesn't mean you are forgotten. It means you are being prepared away from eyes that cannot yet understand your assignment. Some seasons of your life will look like stillness, but they are actually divine surgery. God is cutting away distractions, shaping humility, and training your hands for the battles ahead. Abraham's journey shows this too. He was called to leave everything familiar, his homeland, his comfort, his security, for a promise he couldn't yet touch. Imagine the nights under a foreign sky, the weight of wondering if he had misunderstood God. But every step he took in uncertainty became an altar of faith. Every doubt that whispered was silenced by obedience. When the promise finally came, Abraham realized something powerful. God doesn't just give blessings, he builds believers. The wait wasn't only for Isaac, It was to form a faith so strong that even if Isaac had never come, Abraham would still trust. Chosen one. That's what your wait is doing. It's not only preparing the miracle, it's preparing you for the miracle. Because what God builds through patience cannot be shaken by pressure. And Joseph, the dreamer, the one who saw glimpses of greatness only to wake up in a pit, every betrayal pushed him closer to purpose. Every closed door was secretly a redirection. He was stripped of his coat, but not his calling. He was thrown into prison, but not out of promise. Chosen one. People may have betrayed you, misunderstood you, or forgotten you, but the same God who remembered Joseph in a dungeon will remember you in your dark place. The dream hasn't died, it's simply maturing. Sometimes God hides the fulfillment of a dream until you are ready to carry its weight with humility instead of pride. When Joseph stood before Pharaoh, he no longer needed to prove himself. He had already been proven by pain. And Noah, the man who kept building when everyone else stopped believing. Imagine his days, the sound of hammers echoing in a dry land, the laughter of neighbors calling him foolish. Every morning he woke to the same blue sky, yet his faith whispered, "Rain is coming." Chosen one, your ark might be your obedience, your consistency, your quiet faithfulness when no one understands. Keep building. The same faith that seems irrational today will make perfect sense when the rain begins to fall. Sometimes God's promises don't just protect you, they set you apart. While others mocked Noah, heaven marked him. And when the floods came, obedience became his safety. So build when it's hard. Trust when it's lonely. Believe when it's silent. Because the flood that lifts you will also reveal who you truly are. Chosen one, there's a reason your breakthrough feels delayed. It's being perfected. Rushed blessings don't last. Refined blessings transform. When you look back one day, you'll realize that the waiting wasn't wasted. It was weaving everything together. The pain you endured became compassion. The loneliness taught you discernment. The delay made you stronger than you ever knew you could be. Even now, God is orchestrating what eyes cannot see. The connections are aligning. The doors are being prepared. The timing is being sanctified. You don't need to chase what's already appointed for you. You don't need to force what's divinely scheduled. Let peace replace panic. Let trust silence fear. You are not behind, you are becoming. Chosen one. When you look at your reflection and see the tired eyes of someone who's held on for too long, remember this: endurance is heaven's signature on your soul. Every day you choose to keep believing, the unseen realm celebrates your faith. You are part of a lineage that refused to give up. Abraham, David, Joseph, Noah, and now you. You are proof that hope still stands. You are the continuation of a story that began in Genesis and will echo into eternity. So rest in this truth. God has not forgotten you. He is not punishing you. He is polishing you. Your strength is being renewed quietly, like roots growing deep before they break through the earth. And one day soon, the thing you've prayed for will arrive, not with chaos, but with calm certainty. It will fit perfectly because it will have arrived in His time. Chosen one, lift your head. You are not too late and your story is not over. The same God who began this good work in you is faithful to complete it. Hold your peace, keep your faith, and let the world see that patience is not weakness. It's worship. Every tear you've shed has watered the ground of your next season. Every not yet was God protecting you from something smaller than what He promised. You've come too far to give up now. The harvest is already forming beneath the soil. Wait a little longer, trust a little deeper, and when the promise finally comes, you will understand why you had to wait, because the wait made you ready. Chosen one, you're still on heaven's schedule, and when the time is right, everything will unfold, beautifully, effortlessly, divinely, just as He said.